Thursday morning. Real quickly, the temperature here now at the Paddock Mall is 75 degrees. Galen Unold is on the phone from LifeSouth Community Blood Center, and he's going to remind us that our responsibility is to make sure that there is a blood supply, and it takes us nothing at all but to go in there and donate blood. And the fact is that if you're eligible, then you're actually blessed, and because it means you're healthy. Mm-hmm. You can't do it if you're not healthy.
No.
Good morning, Galen. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
Pretty good. Where are you?
Just about to drop my son off at school.
Just about to do the 4th day of the first week of school.
Yeah.
So we have so many things we want to run by you today, but if we get to it at the end, I want to do the funny misunderstandings of children and see if you remember some of your own children, or maybe some of your own or somebody else's.
Sure.
But anyway, we've got other things, and the first thing though is the business part of this. What is the need in the blood supply?
Well, right now we really need type O, and we need platelet donors, and of course we still need, if you're an AB, really need you to get out there and donate plasma and platelets. So an AB plasma is a universal plasma donor, so it can go to anybody, and that goes to burn victims and cancer patients and things like that. So we really need people to get out there and donate plasma if you're an AB.
And that's what's really amazing to me about blood donations, is that since it was started, way back when, this was all trial and error from people, and people actually died until they could find out what is the universal donor and things like that. So it's really, really a godsend that technology is the way it is today.
Yeah, science has come so far when it comes to medical industry as a whole, but considering that at one time, they would just transfuse blood from one person to another, not really knowing what would happen.
What they were doing, yeah.
Pure trial and error, but they knew that they needed it, they would die without it, and so we've learned a lot over the years. Now transfusions are going down because we can be so precise with exactly, we give exactly what the patient needs. There's some really, really cool technology that's really hitting in trauma, especially here locally. There's a machine that when you go in and you're going to have surgery or you're going to have trauma and you have blood loss, it looks at it, analyzes it in real time, and will only give you the blood products that you need.
Oh, wow.
Nothing more. That's really, really good for the patient. So,
wow, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is amazing, some of the things. Technology, we always think of it in communication forms, like our little tablets, et cetera. And,
sure.
And when it comes to health, it's like it's over my head, to be honest, but the end result is all that I care about. It's kind of like taking your car to the mechanic. Just get it fixed,
Right.
So.
Yeah, we are in a renaissance period right now with the advancements of the computer chips and the processors and technology across the entire footprint is just exponentially blown up, and the medical industry is just every day there's a new treatment coming out for cancer or for some other disease, and it's a pretty remarkable time to be alive.
Did you hear about the smart pill?
Yes. If the smart pill turns out to be what it says it is, it's going to be take 2 of these, call me in the morning.
Yeah. Well, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking anytime somebody comes into like the school board to propose or to suggest that we're going to give, what is it, $13 million?
15 million.
15, whatever it was.
Yeah, 15 million.
Take a smart pill, and then you'll be smart enough to say, you are so full of it.
Exactly.
I am now so smarter than I was 15 minutes ago, and I didn't see this 15 minutes ago, but you are full of it.
Yes, exactly.
Get out of here. You got your drawing that you made for $1,000. Get out of here with your drawing.
Exactly. That was probably donated too by the artist.
Wouldn't that be cool? If you took the smart pill, all of a sudden you could see somebody who was BSing you.
Yeah, exactly.
I came this close to saying the words.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you did.
You were really
Good job, Larry.
Yeah.
Good job.
See her.
I came this close.
Good job, Larry.
All right. The segment with Galen Unold and LifeSouth and the important message that Galen delivers each day is brought to you by Penn Flooring. They provide quality customer service with a family touch. They've been doing that for over a quarter of a century. They've got beautiful flooring for you to consider for your remodeling projects. Redecorate your home from the floor up. Go to see what kind of flooring you might want to choose from over at the showroom at Penn Flooring. It's at 1201 Southwest 17th Street by the McKay-Williams Bridge, which is a few blocks from Pine Avenue, right there on 17th Street over the railroad tracks. So, there you go. There's a candidate I wanted to ask you if you heard about. Have you heard about Deez nuts?
Oh, are you kidding?
I am not kidding.
Really?
I am not kidding.
Man, you know my kids think that's the coolest thing in the world. 11 and 14-year-old. Yeah, I mean he's a YouTube phenom. If you haven't seen it, you got a package in the mail. I mean, it's my kids think it's awesome that he's running for president.
For those who don't know, Deez Nuts is a 15-year-old kid, and he has literally
not his name. Not his name.
It's not his real name, but he did sign up to become a candidate for the presidency of the United States. And what's interesting about this is he got 9% in the polls.
Well,
that's great.
His campaign slogan is better than anything. I mean,
and by the way,
it's way up there.
Have you seen the pictures?
Better than hope.
Have you seen the pictures of the so-called candidate named Deez Nuts standing with? It's a Photoshop thing, but it's standing with Trump or any of them. Have you seen these pictures?
Yeah, I mean, I need to make it clear. His face isn't photoshopped. Just the fact that he's standing next to Trump is photoshopped.
Robert, what do you think? Do you think his face is photoshopped?
That's what he looks like. Have you seen the YouTube video for Deez Nuts?
Yeah, he's photoshopped.
Are you kidding me? This kid looks like the picture I'm looking at?
Yeah, with the teeth.
No,
yeah,
Hold on.
It looks like
I don't know which one you're looking at.
He looks like.
Yeah.
Wait, he looks like Deez Nuts. Okay.
Yeah.
He's got He's got.
The hamster backed up in the corner.
Disability or something.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know what he looks like. I've seen the video like 152 times.
Well, I'm not looking at a video.
On the planet.
I'm not looking at a video.
Looking at the picture.
I'm looking at a photograph, and I'm thinking we're talking about two different things.
Yeah.
Well, you need to go. You just YouTube.
Okay, I need to.
You got a package in the mail.
I need to, but you need to also.
Yeah.
You need to go and look at the picture of Deez Nuts with Donald Trump, and there's a guy with sunglasses with a hat, and basically it looks like the other part of your private area.
Yeah, it does. You have a trio down there. This is only the duo.
Tom wants to see it. There you go. Have you heard of Deez Nuts?
Larry's looking at a Photoshop picture. That's not the African American kid with the bag grill.
Deez Nuts doesn't. He's not the prettiest dude at the party.
No, he's not pretty.
No,
he's not pretty.
But that's not him.
Tom says that's not him. Well, at least we figured that out.
Yeah.
At least we figured that out. Well, anyway, so he gets 9% of the in the polling. It's amazing.
Right now, he's as electable as anybody else out there. I mean, he doesn't have the NSA and looking for emails. He's
well, except he's 15. He'd have to be at least 35, right?
Yeah.
So he really couldn't.
That's at this point we can get that waived. Elect the guy who wasn't born in the U.S.
Get that waived.
Yeah. We could get a fake birth certificate for him. That'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll work.
He's born 20 years earlier than he thought.
He can still play in the Little League World Series.
Well, I will look at the video later on. So his real name is Brady, apparently, right?
Yeah, he's been everywhere. I mean, it's crazy.
Well,
it's crazy what YouTube will do. YouTube will make anybody famous for 15 minutes.
Do you think Deez Nuts will actually run for the student? What do you call it? Student president, whatever you call it.
Yeah, I think so.
He'd probably win that.
I don't think he goes to school, Larry.
Oh, he doesn't?
Oh.
Have you heard him talk?
No.
Have you heard him talk?
No, I've not heard him talk.
That's what makes the video funny.
I don't even see a
I'll
mouth.
tell you that.
I don't even see a mouth.
All right, I don't know what you're looking at, but
I will send you what I'm looking at.
What makes the whole video? Now, you can keep that. I'm probably again. When you see the video, you'll realize, and that's partly why it makes it funny, is the guy isn't the smartest, person in the room.
It's funny.
No.
But what's happening to this election is really great because, you've got all the serious stuff out there, but there's this element of fun, and we have to thank Donald Trump for that, because usually those guys are just bashing each other and all, and now this is taking on a whole new dimension.
Who was the guy in our...
First of all,
I love you.
Who's the guy? In our generation. Who's the guy in our generation? Pat Paulson?
Yeah, Pat Paulson, yeah.
Probably a name you don't remember, Galen, but...
From laughing.
No, I'm not sure. I think it's a good thing that we're... there's always people who, run for office and stuff like that, but I don't know. We'll see who wins. If my guy wins, then it's good.
Do you have a guy yet? Are you pushing for somebody?
No, not even close.
Not even close.
I know who I don't want. There's like 9 or 10 guys that I don't want, including ladies.
Oh, Tom's got
that
opinion.
I don't want.
Yeah.
Let's put that microphone on. Go ahead.
I just did some checking because I watched the YouTube videos of Deez nuts because he's a funny guy. It's not the YouTube sensation that's filed to run for president. It's a 15-year-old Iowa farm boy called Brady Olson, who's filed under the name of Deez nuts. Deez nuts is actually an African-American guy who is on Howard Stern and stuff like that, who's an adult. But the kid that filed under his name from Iowa. Okay. So it's not, I just looked, I was like, if Howard Stern's not attached to this, how did Deez nuts apply for president? Well, it's a 15-year-old kid using his moniker, so everybody's mistakenly thinking it's the Howard Stern character. Deez nuts is on the Howard Stern.
I didn't know. Yeah, I know. All I heard was that Deez nuts was running for president.
But you got to look at the picture of the Deez nuts that we're talking about.
Yeah.
My son texted me and said, can I vote for Deez nuts?
When did he do that?
If you haven't seen the video, it's,
all right, I got to look at the video.
Funny.
He must have just texted him now. That's pretty cool.
Did he just text you right now?
No. He said he was going to run for president. I don't know. 10 days ago.
All right, so let me take a break, and when we come back, I guess we can do the other thing I planned, which once again probably pales to what we're actually doing. Funny misunderstandings of children. I think you'll like this, though.
I think this will be fun.
We're going to go from the Howard Stern show to the Ellen DeGeneres show.
This guy's 15 years old. Technically, he's still a child, so we misunderstood him. So that's the first funny one on the list.
There you go. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. It'll be partly sunny today with a couple of thunderstorms around, mainly during the afternoon hours over the interior, though, the high 88 to 92. Then partly cloudy tonight, though 73 to 77. But tomorrow, partly sunny. Watch out for a thunderstorm anytime along the coast, but mainly during the afternoon hours over the interior, the high 88 to 92. Saturday, partly sunny with an afternoon thunderstorm, high 90 to 94. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Career Source Citrus Levy Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first and third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source Citrus Levy Marion and learn how they can help you.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a grace. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 840-750. That's 840-0750.
Located next door to Silver Spring State Park and a few minutes from historic downtown Ocala, our award-winning Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites of Silver Springs is a place to stay for a friendly, memorable, and fun experience. Enjoy our fast and free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and free parking. Whether you're in town for work or play, our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. That's the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Silver Springs, proud sponsor of Friday night Marion County High School football on WOCA, The Source.
All right, 20 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're having a good time with us. Galen Unold is on the phone with us. We're reminded by Galen that donating blood is the only way we have a blood supply. There is no technology that replaces what you have flowing through your veins. So go donate blood and save some lives. And it's a kind of a way to take a little break in the day, too. Kind of a way to just kind of say, you know, but you can only do it once every 8 weeks. So it's not like you can do it every day. But once every 8 weeks, you think about that. And yet there's always a blood supply. Sometimes it gets low, but usually there's always something. Has there ever been a day, Galen, when there was no, like somebody couldn't have surgery because there was no blood?
Yeah, that hasn't happened in a while, but absolutely, that has happened before, and it does happen in some areas, in some communities. That LifeSouth hasn't had that in a long time, but yeah. Before we moved to Huntsville, it used to happen in Huntsville. Before we moved to Mobile, it happened in Mobile. So absolutely.
That's not good. Well, and it's your work that you do. I mean, we have fun with this segment, but the truth is this is what you do the other hours of the day that you're not doing this, and you're recruiting people to donate blood. It's all day for you. It's an all day thing. All right.
Outside of, building football fields, according to the other guy in the room.
All right, so I had this story, and I've shared it before. I'll do it real briefly. I was at the Cape Caribe Resort. Robin and I were going to play there. Robin was getting ready in the ladies' dressing room and restroom, whatever. And I was sitting in the lobby waiting for Robin. And this man walks by with his little girl holding hand in hand, and she's so excited because she's going to go to a cocoa beach.
Yeah.
And I thought, wow, she's picturing cocoa and not sand. And so it's the funny misunderstandings of children is the topic today.
I love that.
If you have any of your own children, or maybe you when you were a child, I'd love to hear them.
Yeah, I'll have to remember some. My favorite one was my son when we were driving to North Carolina, and on the billboards it said strippers. And so he said, "Hey, Dad, what are stripers?" And I'm looking at the pole, and I'm like, "Oh my God!" And I said, "Well, those are the guys who paint the streets. They put the lines in the street." I was like, "Oh," and he's like, "Is that a good job?" And I said, "It has its perks." And he's like, "Well, what is that image?" Because they have like the silhouette of a woman on a pole. And,
right.
I said, "I think that's the tool they use. I don't really know, son." And my wife is giggling. She's like, "Well, you need to tell him what it is." I said, "No, I don't. He'll figure it out soon enough."
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right, so here's one. It said, this is from the internet. My 3-year-old was going to be the ring bearer for my sister's wedding, and so he told him he was going to be the ring bearer, and he got all excited because he couldn't wait to put on the bear costume and jump through the rings.
Oh, how fun!
He thought he was going to be the ring bear.
Should have let him. That would have, the little kids steal the show anyway.
I'm going to be the ring bear.
Yeah, bring my hula hoop and my bear costume, and I'm set.
The water was too cold at the beach, and so we're watching the sun setting. And after the sun set, my daughter said, "It should be warm now." The sun just went into the water.
Yeah.
That should have warmed it up, shouldn't it?
Oh, gosh. Now I get it. All right.
Too cold.
Good.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
I like that.
My 3-year-old was a little bit bossy, and I told him he was a bossy boots a couple of times. So it started raining, and I told him to put on his boots. He said, "I don't want to wear the bossy boots today, Mommy."
Oh.
I don't want to wear the bossy. All right. My 5-year-old walked around to the back of the vending machine after purchasing some snacks. He came back around and said, "How does it bend?" He thought it was called a bending machine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got it. Oh, I'm with you.
Okay. Let's see. My boys are pretty convinced that a senior citizen is actually a CC Cinnamon. A CC Cinnamon. How come they get their food for cheaper, Mommy? Because they're CC Cinnamon.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm a CC Cinnamon. I am a CC Cinnamon at McDonald's.
Yep. And that's Stevie B's.
My next door neighbor's 5-year-old was looking at a bucket with loose change someone had given him, and he said, "How do they make money?" So I told him it was made in a place called a mint. Mm-hmm. He said, "I'd like to get that recipe."
That's pretty good.
Let's see here. Here's another one.
The ATF showed up to their house later that day.
Right. My little boy came out of preschool last week saying his teacher had told him he had forgotten his listening ears. So when he got home, he went to his bedroom, emptied his toy chest out, and then came stomping downstairs demanding to know if I had thrown out his listening ears.
Oh.
Last year, apparently, they had made headbands with paper ears stuck on them, and he thought that's what the teacher meant.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's funny.
You got to realize how literal some kids are.
Did you throw out my listening ears?
Yeah, exactly.
Some kids are so literal. Ugh. Yeah.
While looking through some old photographs at my husband's grandmother's home, she's 99, my 5-year-old said, "I'm glad the world is in color these days."
There you go.
I'm glad the world is in color.
Those are good.
I recently asked my 3-year-old if she wanted a new little brother or sister, to which she replied, "Yeah, let's get rid of Dylan and get a new one." Funny misunderstandings of children. When my daughter was 4, she was playing with a bride Barbie doll when I was in the kitchen having a cup of tea with my friends. She came to me in tears because she had taken the dress off and couldn't get it back on. So I said, "Well, give it to me, darling. I'll put it on." And she said, "It won't fit you."
Oh, jeez.
Funny.
I love that.
On election day, we brought our 5-year-old to kindergarten. He said, "Today, we're going to vote." Or they said to him, "We're going to vote." When we picked him up, he asked if we caught any fish. Not sure why he was asking. Eventually, we were able to figure out that he thought we were going to boat.
Oh.
I thought you went to boat.
Yeah.
Don't you catch fish when you go to boat?
And you didn't take me.
Yeah, really. We signed up through the mail to adopt a dolphin, and my 6-year-old said, "Can he sleep in my room?"
Of course. Yeah.
My 5-year-old and I were watching an old film on television the other day, and he turned to me and said, "Why do people use video cameras when they can use their phones?" I said people didn't always have video cameras on their phones. In fact, they had to go to phone booths to make phone calls. To which he said, "So that's where they made their videos?"
I love this.
My 4-year-old was under the weather, so we took him to the doctor. After the examination, the doctor said, "Looks like Jimmy has a little bug." While riding home in the car, Jimmy said, "When we get the bug out of me, can I keep it in a jar?"
That's pretty good.
Let's see. Me and my son were watching, says I.O. I guess that's his name, me and Io. We're watching television, and the advertisement for Greek-style yogurt came on, where they have half women, half horse characters. And Io said, Io must be a girl. Io said she didn't want to eat that yogurt because she didn't want to be a horse.
Oh, good for her.
Here's one. I think this might be my favorite. I was tucking my little girl into bed one night, and she asked if I could leave the door open. I asked why, and she said, "So I can see the giraffes." Well, I was confused, and I laughed, and I said, "Sure, no problem." The next day, she said she never saw any giraffes. And again, I was confused.
Yeah.
That evening, my husband and I were looking forward to some alone time, so I didn't want her to hear the noise we'd be making and wake up our daughter. So after I tucked her in, I said, "Tonight I'm going to close the door, honey, to keep the drafts out." And as soon as those words left my lips, I realized what she thought.
Oh, yeah, I got it now.
I'm closing the door to keep the giraffes out. Can you keep the door open so I can see the giraffes?
Yeah.
What a great story.
That's awesome.
Good morning, you're on the air.
That's pretty good.
Good morning, everybody.
Hey, Hugh.
Say, a few years back, I get up north to visit the family, the grandkids, and that about 2 or 3 times a year. And usually when we go up there, we always go to their favorite Italian pizza restaurant, you know. And And I instead of buying gifts for the kids, I always give them a $100 bill in a little envelope and pass it around after we get done eating. And my little grandson, who was about 7 years old at the time, he gets his little $100 bill and takes it out of an envelope, and he says real loud in this crowded restaurant, "Gee, I didn't know Grandpa was filthy rich."
That's great. You are generous. That's a very generous thing you do.
I love that.
That's
Hugh.
great.
You
All right.
are generous.
All right. Thank you, Hugh. Galen, we got 26 seconds. Where's the Bloodmobile?
We're out in the shore, southeast part of the shores. Yeah.
All right. Go donate blood. You've already heard why it's important.
Off Bahia Road.
Just go do it. Find the Bloodmobile. Go next door to the Cascades. That's where LifeSouth is. And donate blood.
Right.
Yeah, please.
All right, Galen. Have a great day. Thank you for what you do.
Oh, you guys are the best. Thanks, y'all.
All right. We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Demonstrations, tear gas, and at least 9 arrests in St. Louis last night after the death of an 18-year-old black man police say pointed a gun at them.
Police had gone to the North St. Louis home with a search warrant to look for guns and drugs. The house had a criminal history. St. Louis Police Chief Sam Dotson says 2 armed suspects ran out the back door. 2 cops called on the suspects to stop. One did, but turned and raised his weapon. The 2 officers fired on the suspect.
Fox's Patricia Stark. 3 firefighters have died battling a blaze in Washington state. Authorities say their vehicle crashed and was likely caught by flames. 4 other firefighters in the state also hurt. And ISIS claims it's behind the massive